Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Sex in the City. We need a break from all that awfulness that is, and just like that. So we're going to be talking Sex in the City, and we're going to be talking about the Easter eggs found in the original series. What I mean by that is the small details that we probably didn't notice. So we're going to jump into it. We're going to relive some of these older episodes, and we're going to talk about some of these details that we all love that are missing from the new series. Before we jump into it, I did want to let you know I have a Patreon now, so check that out. Patreon.com/Real Housewives Recap, and you'll find my logo and you'll find us. So take a look at that, see if it works out. The first episode's free. You can watch it here on YouTube. After that, you can check them out on Patreon. We're doing the original Sex and the City series. So, Miss Mojo put out this video, says top 10 small details in the Sex and the City you never noticed. And I say, Miss Mojo, you haven't met us yet, so challenge accepted. We probably already know them, but we'll find out together. So let's dive in and take a look at their list and see which facts we know. Number 10, the show tried not to date itself. So if you've never watched one of these videos before, they usually start with the more mundane facts and they get more interesting as they go along. So this one we kind of figured out, right? They tried not to put specific dates in because they want the show to be timeless. So the example used here is when Samantha and Richard are diving into the pool, at one point you could see the Twin Towers, but then after that happened, they deleted them back out. So number 9, for a long time it was eternally spring in New York City. So if you think back, it was usually spring or summer when all the episodes occurred. In season 4, they did show a season change when the fall leaf fell in front of Carrie's shoes. And it wasn't until Alexander Petrovsky, very polarizing character, when we started to see winter. Now, number 8, I knew at the time, but I've forgotten. And it's one actor appeared in 2 roles. So remember Justin Theroux. He, in season 1, plays a guy named Jared. Carrie uses him to make Big jealous. Well, he had a bigger role in season 2. I'm sure I knew it at the time. I just don't remember that. It was Vaughn. Remember the guy that would, we'll just say, get too excited too quickly. Number 7, you rarely hear about the girls' families. So to me, that seemed pretty obvious. We knew that. There was a little bit of mention of Miranda's mother, of course, when they had the funeral for her. But other than that, we really didn't see much of the family. Even at Charlotte's wedding, she didn't talk about having family there. We just saw a man walk her down the aisle, but they didn't say who it was. So no real talk of family. So the reason why, supposedly, is because they wanted to emphasize this family that they've made for themselves, not necessarily the ones that they were born into. You guys, this one shocked me. I didn't know this. Number 6, Sarah Jessica Parker's baby makes a cameo. You guys, season 4, episode 13, when Carrie runs into Aiden and he turns around and he has his baby, Tate, that's Sarah Jessica Parker's baby. I had no idea. They said that's why the baby reacted to her when they saw each other in the scene. And that is so sweet. I did not know that was her baby. I think that's so cool to find that out. Number 5, music foreshadowed Charlotte's divorce. So come to find out, the music that Charlotte walks down the aisle to, it's this beautiful Scottish music, and she's walking down the aisle. Well, turns out that is a funeral march. So apparently it's supposed to symbolize she's headed to her demise. I thought that was a fantastic fact. I did not know that. Number 4, Michael Patrick King made it onto the show in some ways. You guys, if you've been listening to the Writers' Room podcast, you'll know why I'm annoyed by this one. Michael Patrick King is the worst. Apparently, he was inserted into a lot of Sex and the City things. I had no idea. So like here, when she was shopping for a book cover, remember she was trying to look at other books to figure out what hers should look like? She saw this one. Ugh, he's the worst, isn't he? Then, this shocked me, he did the voice for the sandwich that was harassing Miranda. There was an actor in that costume and he did the voice. Ugh. Of course he'd say, eat me. Do you remember the episode To Market? So Miranda had prepped for a phone call with Steve by writing out some things. It's his handwriting because of course it is. He's annoying, so he would do that. Now this one made me laugh. Remember the, Boy Interrupted episode with David Duchovny? Well, he's the guy running around that has to be tackled yelling feces. So number three, Carrie eventually stops asking questions. So remember she would ask those questions like, are all men freaks? And what are the breakup rules? Things like that. Well, at the end of season 6, Carrie quit asking questions altogether. So remember the episode when she decides to move to Paris? She says it's time to stop asking questions, and that's literally what they do. They stop asking questions. She stopped doing the writing asking question thing, and I thought that was so interesting. I think I kind of noticed, but I didn't put it together that that's when she stopped doing it. Number 2, Carrie walks the same sidewalk. So according to our favorite person, just kidding, Michael Patrick King, he says that this is the same street that we see Carrie walking down in the opener of all, of the episodes. So she's taking a call from Big. She's walking down the same street, but we find out she's actually walking the opposite way. This signifies the change that she made during the series. It's supposed to show that she's come full circle, basically. And number 1, Carrie's necklace was significant. So that nameplate necklace symbolizes her self-confidence. She loses at the end of season 6 when everything goes to hell with Petrovsky, and she finds it again afterward. And when she finds it, it's supposed to symbolize that we know she's going to be okay again. So that's it for the countdown. I really enjoyed those. I think I knew most of them, but I did not know that was her baby. I thought that was really cool. I think they could have been a little stronger on that last one, the number 1. It could have been a little more fascinating, but I didn't really realize that about the necklace, and that's what it's supposed to symbolize. But anyway, that's it for the episode. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I can't wait to talk to you more about this train wreck. And just like that, I hope you have a fantastic week. If you do feel like it, check out my Patreon. It really does help support the show. If you're not into it, no worries. I will keep creating a lot of content here as well. So take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.